Everybody, it's time for sports and Ricardo Lightbourn. This one I'm dedicated tonight to all the Miami Heat haters out there. They know who they are. We'll leave it right at that. The Western Eco Fishing Club program will come to a close tomorrow, making 5-year youth structured program in West Grand Bahama. The Junior Regatta was held recently, which is one of the many events that made this year's camp very special. The Western Eco Fishing Camp is winding down, and what a year it has been for the campers on the water and on the land. The Junior Regatta was just one of the many events that the campers took part in, and the response was very positive. On the land, the treats and activities were many, but the community involvement. Parental involvement was one of the key elements of this year's regatta and camp. The Eco Fishing Camp involves 65 young people from West End community, and some good lessons learned, says Director Keith Cooper.
When we started at the beginning of March, we didn't realize that how quickly we were going to add a regatta to our itinerary of events that we do every Saturday morning for the children. So this Saturday, which is a special Saturday, we shut down the camp and we give the kids an opportunity, especially those who were sailors and that were trained as the Grand Bahama Sailing Club to be sailors in our program. They're out there now showing off their skills, and it's really all about the children, and that's why this focus of these environmental programs that we've done for these kids for the past 5 years.
The Junior Regatta attracted a number of visitors and residents to West End. Betty Bethel was taken by the response to the regatta, especially by the residents. The hope of the Ministry of Tourism is to see the same response in other settlements on the island.
This should definitely be a template for a lot of the events that we plan to hold in the future. And what makes it work is the partnerships with the Keith Coopers, who have the Junior Sailing Committee here, as well as Dave Valentine with the Grand Bahama Sailing Club. So we just need to identify the appropriate partners, and we can have events like this throughout the Grand Bahama Island.
The West End Eco Fishing Camp completion and graduation is Saturday, June 1st at the Mary Magdalene Church Hall. Boys and girls 8 to 16 years of age have definitely benefited. And we just learned minutes ago that the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture is expected to attend that closing out tomorrow. Well, the Grand Bahama Secondary School Athletic Association presented the St. George's Jaguars with the tip-off basketball tournament championship rings. Jaguars rule is what they said yesterday. Collegiate basketball players Buddy Hill and Garth Brown on hand for the occasion. Lyndon Davis Jr. also sharing in the moment. The occasion, the presentation of the Championship Basketball Awards to the St. George's Lady Jaguars. The Lady Jaguars produced a championship season to marvel at. Shalonda Neely was named the most valuable player of the league. The boys' MVP went to Keno Russell, and well-deserved. The Director of Education, Sandra Edgecombe, said it was a very special moment for all of Grand Bahama. Many parents also sharing in the joy of the players.
It is so good to see you parents for the encouragement and the support and the teachers and Coach Sears and all that you've done. I've seen your frustration. I've seen it on your face. I've seen you turn your back. I've seen you sit down and don't want to get up again, but you kept on going. And today you've created another championship team, and you've got champions sitting among us. And so continue to be encouraged.
To the invited guests and patrons of the high school sports, Mrs. Edgecombe had a very special thank you.
We're already the envy of the rest of the Bahamas, but there is even more, bigger and better to come out of Grand Bahama. And so it's always my pleasure. If I had to crawl down the stairs this afternoon to get to be here with you, it's an honor, it's a delight. Mr. Nemore, thank you for being there and supporting our athletes.
The Jaguars are also the tip-off basketball classic winners and presented with their championship rings. Yes, Principal Keith Barr also has a ring to brag about. Congratulations to the St. George's Jaguars tip-off champions, the GBSSAA Senior Boys basketball champions as well. Well, Shivano Buddy Hill took part in those presentations yesterday and also is recuperating from a leg injury. The University of Oklahoma starter spoke of his freshman year as a Sooner, and he's simply looking ready for this one.
Before I started off, it was like sluggish start, slow start for me. Not like my regular how I usually play, but after I get into the season, I really had a feel for the game. I started to pick up my game much better and getting back to the old me. But afterwards, I just had an injury to slow me back down. But every good injury, you know, this is a major setback for major comeback.
Tell me about the injury. Tell me about the rehab. How is it going at this juncture?
It was going good. You know, I just taking the day-to-day, just putting on a bone stem on my leg and just trying to stay off as much as possible, icing it and just taking care of it so I'd be ready for next season.
Well, Garth Brown also shared in the celebrations yesterday. Garth attends Lamar State, and he says he's adjusting to college hoops.
It was a slow start at the beginning of the season, but then as the season went on, I just started to pick up and just adjust to the game, and that's it, basically.
Tell me about the adjustment, having to handle some things on your own, having to deal with the books, deal with social life. How are you managing it?
Well, the books was good. We just had to adjust to getting stronger, being in the gym, and playing at a high level, a college level, with people who already was in college.
And also there at the ceremonies was none other Travis Mullings, who goes to Sunrise Fishing Academy, and also our Lyndon Davis Jr. had a pretty good one time as well. The fourth annual Polo Tropical Ride for Charity is June 8th. The ride starts at 8 a.m. from 3 locations in East Grand Bahama. Polo Tropical Ramfully Circle, Lavinia Rutherford of the Genesis Marketing says you can expect a competitive event, and also it's all wrapped around the family and charity.
It's our fourth annual, and we have 4 categories: elite cyclists, intermediate cyclists, beginner cyclists, and student cyclists. And they will go on 4 separate courses ranging from McLeanstown to Baleo Circle, all ending at Polo Tropical.
Well, Letha Zonical of the Bahamas Lupus Association thanked the management of Polo Tropical for selecting their charity as the benefactor this year.
Lupus is an autoimmune disease which affects your organs. So we have persons in the group that have lupus of the kidneys and the skin and the liver and things of that nature. So we really wanted to get the word out of the lupus disease. And May is Lupus Awareness Month. So we're very happy that Polo Tropical is assisting us with getting the word out for lupus, and also having their proceeds go towards the Lupus Bahamas organization.
And this just coming in off the wire. NCAA Division I basketball regionals underway. Ali Knowles and Troy University was 1-2 today at the plate, and 2 RBIs in the 5-2 win of Alabama. Jackson University losing to LSU as we speak in the 9th inning, and Nico Knowles having a good game, 3 for 4, 2 RBI. Stephen Curtis 1 for 3, and Desmond Russell didn't play in this game. It is double elimination. That's a look at your sports tonight.